What's up YouTube, it's Eric from Team Stardust, and tonight I have a Sacred Beast deck profile for you guys. And this is actually my first time doing Sacred Beasts, and just in case, you know, everybody should know. But
I can see your face in the reflection of the card sleeves.
that's actually ironic. And as you know, Master BC is here with me tonight.
If the camera falls, it's not my fault. This thing took forever to set up.
So, without further ado, just jump right into the deck profile. So basically, to start off, we are doing two
Up
Reviel.
further. A little up further.
We're
You
doing
gotta cover Raw's face in order to see everything.
that's bad. Anyways, we are starting off with two Raviel, Lord of Phantasm. This guy, basically, he's a 4,000 beat stick and has a nice effect, actually, to where um, each time a monster is summoned, gain another token to the field. And also, yeah, he's just really just an overall 4,000 beat stick and a lot of fun. Next, have my favorite Sacred Beast out of all of them, Harmon, Lord of Striking Thunder. This guy is ironically insane because when he attacks a monster, your opponent takes an extra 1,000 points of damage right on the spot, and when he is in, uh, you know, defense mode, he'll be a big shield and protect all of his other friends with his effect, where your opponent's monster can only attack him. Next, we run two Uriah, Lord of Searing Flame. Searing Flames, I meant. Anyways, this guy basically, he's like Slifer, to where he gains 1,000 points, but instead of from your hand, it's for each trap that's in the graveyard and stuff like that. So basically, again, he's just like another version of Slifer, except slightly different. And all their summoning procedures are different, but with this deck, you can bring them out in different ways. Next, I play the one um, Raviel Shimmering Scraper. This guy is an honest for Raviel. Basically, you double his attack up to 8,000 during battle. And normally this will be in one turn kill type of thing. So, yeah, it's just basically a different way of honest just for Raviel. I play the Warren Radiant Multi-Dimensional Kaiju because why not? Kaijuing your opponent's monsters is a lot of fun. Some people don't quite understand it. I just ran into that incident just recently, a couple weeks ago, and I explained to my friend here that's how it works. Well, not my cameraman, but the guy that I was remote dueling. So he's just a way of basically getting your opponent's boss monster off the field and swap it with
He's
him.
barely seen on the camera.
How about
Like,
now?
well, it's kind of fuzzy. Let's brighten it up a bit. Oh my god, we got.
What?
I have a brightness setting I forgot about.
Oh, okay.
But no, his name is blurry. His name's a bit blurry, but
Sable?
you can see the card itself, but it's just a little blurry.
Fair night. Dude, the cards are seeable, guys. I promise.
This is probably going to be the most likely the permanent setup until he gets a better table for this stuff.
Yep.
Because this is a rickety old table.
I've had this table since I was a kid.
Yeah, but it's a little too rickety for this.
Yeah.
With this laptop having to not be set straight down due to the fact it's got a bit of a problem
Right?
with turning itself off when the everything is completely covered with ventilation.
Next, I play Chaos Hunter because when your opponent special summons a monster, you can bring this guy out and uh, prevent your opponent from banishing. Next, I play 3 Dark Summoning Beasts. This guy is pretty unique because he's a way of getting a Sacred Beast from your hand or deck onto the field. Next, on the agenda for him is the turn that you use his effect, you can't attack, which is a downside, but hey, you get a Sacred Beast on the field. But when you banish this guy, you get a Sacred Beast to your hand as well. Next, I play 3 of the Dark Beckoning Beast. This guy is your way of getting another Sacred Beast to your hand, or a card that lists a Sacred Beast. Furthermore, you get an additional normal summon, and you can also link off with this little dude here. So, hey, he's a win-win situation type deal. Next, I played 3 Chaos Summoning Beast. This guy here is your one way of getting one of the Sacred Beasts from your hand to the field. My option, I go for Harmon or Raviel with this combo, but when this guy is in the graveyard, he is your one-way ticket to getting Fallen Paradise to your hand without having to use Terraforming.
No, Logan, leave them alone.
That would be the oven, in case you guys are wondering. Next, I played 3 Chaos Hunter. This is your way of getting...
Little towards you. You can barely see it.
This is your way of getting your Sacred Beast to the field, but furthermore, you don't take any battle damage with this one here. It's because of her effect, for chaos counters and all that type of stuff, but also too, again, you can link off with her if you don't really need her around for very long. I play 3 of the Phantom of Chaos. He is basically a copy type deal thing where he gains the effect and the attack and defense of the monster that you're wanting to imposter, needless to say, that you need on the field in order for your combo to work. On to the spells. I run 3 Opening of the Spirit Gates. This card is ridiculously insane because of the fact you can get Harmon, Raviel, or Uriah to your hand, or a card that lists any of them to your hand, and then, you know, that's mainly what it's there for. And then you can get a continuous spell back to your hand, and all that great stuff. Yeah. Next, I've run 3 Fallen Paradise. This is your protection of the deck, mainly, with your Sacred Beast and your Armatile. And you get a draw power bonus off this. You can draw 2 cards as long as you control a Sacred Beast. And your Sacred Beast or your Armatile cannot be destroyed by your opponent's card effects, or can't be targeted for that matter. And that, it's just a really insane and fun card to have here in this deck. Next, I play 3 Cerulean Skyfire. Cerulean Skyfire is your negate when you have Harmon on the field, because if he's in attack mode, you can switch him to defense mode to negate as long as this card is on the field. Next, I play 3 Fusion Dimension Destruction. This is your polymerization for the Sacred Beast. Banish them to your banishment zone, and you can get Armatile out with this. So, if you're trying to go for game, this is your way of doing it. So, overall, this card I kind of like it, especially when you have ways of getting your Sacred Beast back for more plays with this. And I'll get to that here in a bit, which will be now.
Alright.
I run 2 of the Pot of Acquisitiveness. Pot of Acquisitiveness is my way of getting the Sacred Beast back to my deck. You take, and you have 3, shuffle back to the deck, and you draw a card. So, any 3 cards are basically like your Sacred Beast. And you can do this on your opponent's turn. And not, well, they won't expect it. Next, I play double Twin Twisters. Twin Twisters is insane. You discard, pop off 2 back row, and that's it. Next, onto the one-ofs, I play 1 for 1.
You are stupid. Brandon,
Mm.
you are
So-
stupid.
Anyways, 1 for 1 is there to get your Chaos Summoning Beast out and things like that. So, yeah. This is your way of getting that to the field for your Sacred Beast place. For last of the spells, I play Lightning Vortex. Lightning Vortex is here to knock off your opponent's monsters by discarding a card from your hand. Onto the traps, I play 3 Hyperblaze. Hyperblaze is basically your monster reborn for the deck for the Sacred Beast. Sacred Beast have more ways of coming back than people would expect. By discarding a card, you can get Raviel or Herman or Uriah back to your field, and this card is in favor to Uriah. If with his picture and everything, you send a trap and he'll gain an extra 1,000 right off the bat. So next, I played 3 Awakening of the Sacred Beast. This is your life point gainer and preventing your opponent from doing, from error things. So when your opponent plays a monster, you gain their attack points into your life points, and then furthermore, if you have 2 Sacred Beasts, then, well, you can prevent your opponent from doing a ton more of things, like, for instance, negate the effects of monsters your opponent controls. 3, any monsters sent to your graveyard, to your opponent's graveyard, are banished instead. So basically, this is your banishment. This is everything that you need. Just try to keep this card on the field long enough for those effects to go through. For the last of the traps and for the main deck, I play 2 Solemn Strike. 2 Solemn Strikes here for the sole purpose of popping off special summon monsters from your opponent, and of course paying 15 to do so. On to the extra deck now. I run 2 Armatile because 1, can't be destroyed by battle. 2, gains 10,000 attack on your turn only, which is the downside, but could be your OTK for the game. I played the 1 copy of the new Phantasm Fury. He is basically just there to swap control and everything. So, yeah. Next, I run 2 Phantasm Emperor. Well, actually, not 2. Excuse me, 1. I forgot I took the 1 out for the new Sacred Beast fusion. He's just there just in case I'll ever need him. On to the links. I do play 1 Triple Burst Dragon, 1 Secure Gardener, and 1 Solomon Great Elmirage. And for the last of the extra deck is my Phantasm tokens. These are to help with Raviel and things like that. So that is their sole purpose for the deck. But I hope you guys had enjoyed this deck profile. If you did, leave a like and hit that subscribe button and hit that bell icon to get notified each time I upload brand new videos and such. And if you enjoy my content, hit that like button and let me down in the comment section down below if you have any ideas for the change of the deck or anything. That would be helpful. I'm always open to ideas to work on my decks. And with that being said, I will have some more deck profiles coming your way. And with that being said, this is Eric from Team Stardust signing out.